Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. How are you? I hope everything is well. Please, if you are here, make sure you share. Share that we're live. Share all that. Make sure you leave your comments to let me know. I want to make sure Facebook is working. I want to make sure YouTube is working. I'm going to share this out to the Twitter or X or whatnot. But tonight we are hanging out with some great creators. I am back on my bullshit, as they would say. I am sharing content, talking about awesome comic books, having some stuff. We have some great guests tonight. Some of my favorite in the indie scene. Most of them, I assume, are doing their last book of the year, so it's really, really cool. So you're going to see some big names here, and some people who are just killing it. So I'm really excited about that. We're going to get everybody on here in just a second. But again, if you're watching, please do me a favor. Just leave a comment real quick so I know that you're there and that YouTube is working and that I know Facebook is working, because that helps me with the algorithms and all that. I got to share this out, like I said, to Twitter. Oh, look at that. We got Mr. Fish Lee. Hello, Fish. We got Mr. James Burton. Hello. Aloha, he says. And we've got Ronan the Accuser. By the way, we may have one slot available. I'm going to give someone another 15 minutes. So if you want that slot because you have a Kickstarter, you're more than welcome to message me. I'll try to get you in that slot. But seeing where we're at, like I said, let me get this on Twitter X, and then I will invite all you, the guests. My videos, as you saw, if you guys were watching the pre-show, were not working well today. I don't know what's going on. So we're live and talking about comics. So without further ado, let's get some people on here. See, now I'm crazy, like chatting with. See, on Twitter right now, someone's saying chatting with Travis and other creators. I'm Travis. They're not chatting with me. Someone is lying. Clay, are you aware that there's someone someone named Travis who could talk about comics besides me? That is offensive.
That's offensive. That should not be happening. We need to put a stop to it right this instant. I'm putting my foot down.
Right. It's unacceptable. So I don't know, and they're not watching because they're chatting with this other Travis. But whoever this guy is, you're on notice. So if you're watching this and you find out who that guy is on X, I want some words. And if it's Travis Hill, that guy's going down.
And it will go on his permanent record.
It will go on his permanent record.
Yeah.
How are you tonight, Clay?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good. You are killing it, going all crazy, doing all sorts of stuff, going live. Everything's going crazy.
I've been crazy for a while, but yeah, I've run 3 campaigns in like 2 months.
Yeah.
And I want to die. So
are you done? Is this it?
This is it for the year. This is the last one for the year.
All right.
And then, next year it's a million more.
Nice. Well, this is not the time to do it, but it's my show. I'm going to do it. You got the invite to Cthulhu. Are we going to see a submission from you?
You absolutely. I got to find some time to breathe, but yes. In fact, I would like to talk to you more about the process and,
Well, we don't got anything going on. There's nobody waiting or anything in the bathroom. So let's just
chat. Let's just talk.
All right. There's people waiting. I found out that John, it's actually me, Clay. John is posting this to Twitter. It's actually us.
It's the right Travis, right?
Yeah. It is you.
So does it go on my permanent record now?
It does, unfortunately. I'm sorry. We can't change it. There's nothing we can do.
We made some rules. We had some harsh deadlines, and fuck. Damn it.
The line's the line. I'm sorry. You crossed it.
That's how it goes.
How are you, John? Welcome back to comics.
Oh, thank you. I'm doing good and glad to be back. Glad to be making comics again.
Yeah, it's been a while. You guys probably don't know this, but back, 3 or 4 years ago, he had one of the hottest places to go and promote your books. It was really, really good. And I heard that's coming back. You're on the process of bringing it back. So
it is. Yeah. Just coming back. For sure.
Nice. All right, let's get some other people in here. One of my good friends, probably because he let me write for him. Rob, how are you, Rob?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Thank you for having me again.
Thank you. I was really happy to see that you were in Dawson's Creek. That was nice. I like anything Dawson's Creek related.
Yeah, it was a good time on Saturday. Going out to it's a new shop that a friend of mine opened up nearby. So I was happy to help and support him and help get his shop, get some bodies in there.
Nice. It looks like you had a good little turnout for people who bought some Nightwolf, which is great.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, he's like the store is really nice in there. I mean, if anybody ever comes to visit this way, I'll have to take them to check it out.
Nice. All right, and first time appearing on this show, it's crazy. Kurt Belcher is here. How are you, Kurt?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good.
Thanks for having me on.
You're a little robo, but that's okay. But just letting you know.
Yeah.
So, how are you
It's kind
tonight?
of cutting out a little bit here too.
Okay.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm a writer and artist. In case a lot of you probably don't know who I am, I've run a couple of Kickstarters. I did a David Bowie anthology called Spiders and Stardust, and a superhero book called The World Front. I've been in the Cthulhu books, writing and drawing. Currently drawing a bunch of books, including a story for somebody you know, Travis. I think Heather Gibb. Do you know her?
Heather Gibb? No, never heard of her. Is she nice?
Never heard of her? Okay. Denial of all involvement? Okay.
No, I know her very well. Biblically, even is what they said.
I was going to say.
I was just thinking about that before I was going to ask you. I was like, he's going to say he knows her in the biblical sense.
Right.
I just know it.
TMI.
We are legally married. I have consummated it. She can't divorce me for that. She'll have to find another excuse.
Plenty of other things that she could do.
Right. There's plenty of other things.
I mean, she probably could divorce you for that if it wasn't that good.
It's not, Rob. It's not. I don't pretend I have any skill. See, I've got the charm and the looks. You cannot have the prowess. Like it's a three thing. It's a triangle. But I'm nice to her, and they like that. We've got Carissa Grant. How are you?
Good.
Good. What's going on this evening? Are you going to be cutting any dogs live on stage, like in like hair cutting, not like stabbing?
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds a little more violent than I usually do. No, I am done for the week, and I busted my butt off. I only work 2 to 3 days, so but during those days I bust my ass. So
okay. Yeah. See, I think that would really work for Rob's campaign, for the werewolf.
Shaving a werewolf.
200 backers. We will shave this dog.
I mean, I have 3 dogs. They all could use haircuts, and I have cats too. So I mean, we can give my boys a good buzz cut too.
I shaved 2 cats today, which can sound more perverted if I wanted to, but I shaved 2 cats today. So, and I have 4 myself.
It's like that old Marvel ad. If you don't buy this book, we're going to shave this dog.
Yeah, so it's all good.
All right. Next up, we have the King of Sharks. We've got
Hey,
Ben
Travis.
here. How are you, Ben?
Going good. Thanks for having me on.
Look at your backdrop. You've added the sharks to the wall.
Oh yeah, I've been. I put my wall of comic books up. I've got my little plushy sharks in the background here.
Nice.
Like that.
I'm always amazed by people who have wall space.
Right, you have comic impression boxes.
I mean, it's then this
I've
I
got
still have
those
stuff in my
stuffed
storage unit
upstairs.
too.
Yeah, I added this section. This section is new. So the top is like script writing stuff in case I need it, and then these are like completed trades. So I've got, if anybody asks, did Rob let me write for him? I've got it, ready to show people. So I have only trades here that I was part of, or my wife was part of.
Well, I'm about to have 500 hardcovers here, so next time you're just going to see boxes behind me because I don't know where the hell I'm going to roll.
You need to make a throne out of them, like I said.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do.
And then in the background, every time you come live,
Well, now I know what I'm doing, so I'm good.
So anyways, if anyone's watching from Facebook, I really need those comments. So I want to make sure Facebook is working. So please leave a comment. I see some of you are watching from Facebook. So please leave that comment. And then before we go off of Ben, were you a guest at Jewish, or did you just swing by?
Did I locked up?
You're locked up, but we can hear you.
Oh, well, I guess that's half the battle. I was at the Jewish Comic Experience last weekend in New York City. And
Nice.
I was giving out Samson my Samson mini Ashcan to just about anybody who I could, whether they wanted it or not. A couple of people you probably heard of, like Brian Azzarello and Trina Robbins. She was very nice. She asked me to sign it. That was cool.
Nice. Well, I have one question about it. I didn't get an invite. But in back of my wall, I have Magneto, who's Jewish, and you have Sharks. I feel I should have got an invite for you.
I can one up you there, Travis. My wife is Jewish.
Damn it. But it looked like a great time. It looked like a great event.
Oh, it was the nicest, nicest con I've been to in terms of how we were treated. I mean, they were bringing us falafels and had a room with coffee and bagels for us, and the night before there was a little get together with drinks, and it was.
I feel like every con should have snacks and guest things.
Yeah, this is the way a con should be done.
Motor City does.
Internet.
If you're ever in Motor City, they have like a whole. Even if you paid to be an artist in Artist Alley, they have a whole section where you can eat lunch, snack, get energy drinks for free.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so.
Well, I'll have you know, MegaCon has informed me that I am big enough to be on the guest list, but not big enough to not pay. So, I mean,
Something at least, right? Something.
right. And they're giving me better seatage. You're like, we'll sit you really close to the good people. Like, I was like, okay.
Thanks.
You won't be able to talk to them, but you'll be close to them.
Right. I feel that that's an accurate statement of where I am in the comic industry. So I'm not mad. Like, I feel that that's fair. We'll let you
at least
Johnny Cates, but don't
at least
talk.
aren't being put in the back corner.
Yeah,
that's
like
where I usually
Chicago, they put the
find
pros
myself.
All right,
Chicago
and last-
Fan Expo put the comic pros in the corner, and they had barely any traction.
Aaron's here. How are you, Aaron?
Hello, how's it going?
Still trying to get Aaron's book funded. He was here last week, so he gets to come back tonight to try to work on that, which I'm super excited. Aaron, I'm not going to put you on blast here, but did you put back up the thing that you had to take down last week and take it down again?
What thing? I can't remember.
The thing behind your chair.
Oh yes, it's over there.
All right, I'm not. Everyone else can keep vague about what that is.
Just a
Super
swing.
cool.
It's okay.
All right. So what we're going to do tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you guys who haven't been here, let's say hello to a couple people. Aaron and Mr. Fizz. Last con I got sat in the bathroom. I saw all the big names.
Oh, I've had that happen before.
Here's what we're going to do. I am going to give David 3 campaigns before that opens up. So if you're watching this and you have a campaign live and you message me and I like you, I'll let you on the show. So we're going to do 3 spots first, and then I'll let somebody else on. So message me, say you want that spot now so I don't have to find you later. But here's what we do, ladies and gentlemen. For people who are on this panel, I need you to send me your links in the private chat so I know what's going on. What we're going to do is I'm going to read the numbers that we're on. They're going to give you a quick elevator pitch, and I mean quick. It's going to be 1 to 3 minutes at the most. I will cut you off if I have to because I'm mean. And then we're going to yell at the people who decided to watch this nicely and tell them that they have to give us money for your projects because that's what we do. Because we're comic creators and we cannot create comics if we don't fund these comics. It's a vicious circle. And I would tell them, and maybe some of you guys even think this, why don't you go to the direct market? Look at the lawsuits. No one's getting paid there. So we have to do this. Like, okay, let's just be real. We like the direct market and we'll get there, but we're not getting paid there either. So like, help us live our dreams, please. Thank you. So, you guys ready for this? Anybody have any questions if you haven't done this before with me? All right. Clay, a veteran, praised this when he first saw it, when I yelled at people. Let's see if he still feels the same.
Let's find out.
Let's find out together.
I'm on the edge of my seat myself.
Let's talk about a book that you and I are on and has a cross promotion with Nightwolf.
That's right. Yes, we're talking about Nightmare Theater 3D. And should I give the link?
I'll get it up. I'll handle all the linkage.
Okay. All right. I'll just talk. Has my 2 minutes started yet? That's what I want to know.
It has started now.
All right, starting now. Okay, it's coming up. There we go. Nightmare Theater 3D, the final chapter, horror anthology. This is the third volume of the Nightmare Theater anthology. It's a scary big book full of monsters, demons, slashers, Lovecraftian nightmares, all kinds of things. We got some great covers here. Connor Hughes, Mexafunk, Ginger Seehafer, Emmanuel Taglietti. A murderer's row of great creators like a Mr. Travis Gibb is a fellow you might all know. Pat Shand, Melissa White, David Schrader of Baby Badass fame. Dave Dwanch and George Quadros are back with another story. Matt Sumo and Pete Collins have a great creepy story there. Look at that image there. That's
I don't
creepy.
think I've ever seen Pete Collins' art before. It's really good.
I was
my first time I've
honestly,
seen
I was not familiar with either of those guys. Phil Budahorn sent Matt to us, and he pitched, and the story sounded really interesting. So we were like, well, we don't know this guy, but the story sounds interesting. If he can pull it off, then this could be great. And then he shows up with this amazing art, and it's just super creepy. Yeah, good stuff. Really good stuff.
All right.
Yeah. And then Ray Anthony Height has a story. Tom Levine and Peter Taylor. I mean, look at that, ripping the face out of the face. It's just super creepy. Just great art. Christopher Brimage has a story here. Gary Scott Beatty doing some Lovecraftian type stuff. I'm doing a Lovecraft adaptation. That's my story right there with Mick Byers. Steve Bryant and Jason Millett are doing a story with us. Terry Mayo. Richard Fairgray, whose stuff is always fantastic. He's been in all three anthologies.
Wow.
And there's Travis's story. Yeah. I love this page. It's so brutal, and the colors really sell it. This is a really nice looking page.
Yeah, I like the color scheme. I didn't like it in the beginning. Like, I didn't love the first page, but then when I saw the second one, I was like, oh, I get it now. I love it.
Yeah. No, it's really good. And this is a woman named Nadine Garcia. She's somebody that Dave and I met at San Diego Comic-Con, and she was an animator at Fox. I think she worked on King of the Hill and a few other shows. And she wanted to be in the anthology, and she pitched us this, I think it's a Venezuelan folktale that was just super creepy. And the script was great, and her art is awesome.
I like that she gave, just in case these boobs weren't enough, she gave you an extra boob at the top. That's not, that's attention to detail.
Well, that's what we're here for. We're here to give the people what they want.
Oh, I haven't seen this yet. Don, that's a new page that got added. Don.
Yes, he's been added to the anthology.
Nice.
And we got Anthony Stokes and Richard Fairgray with a very disturbing little tale there. Then there's Phil Budahorn. This is a story that his 6-year-old son James actually came up with the idea for, and it's pretty twisted. And Phil fleshed it out, and Don Cardenas did the art.
What's that say about Phil's parenting?
Funny thing, I was on Pop XP last night, and they made the exact same comment.
And we've got
that's great parenting right there. That's great parenting.
That's
Jessica
right.
Mason. I'll speak for Jessica. Like, she is so effing talented. Like,
yes,
how did she escape? Like, man, her book is so good. That Frankenstein book is so good.
So good. Yeah. She's awesome. She was in our first anthology with Mark Machtel, and they are back again. And this is another just super creepy story, very timely. We got something for everybody in this book. We've got, if you like vampires, we got vampires. If you like werewolves, we got werewolves. If you like slashers, we got slashers. We got psychological horror. We kind of hit all the subgenres, and a little something for everybody. Nice. And more stories coming. David Abalone, ML Miller, Andre Salazar, Brian Hawkins, lots of great people.
all people nobody's ever heard of. So
That's all unknowns, all up and coming creators.
and you
Young
can get
kids.
all the old stuff.
You can get all the old stuff.
Check it out
Carmilla,
online.
you can get all the different volumes. You got digital versions. We got everything.
You mentioned
Do
you were
we
doing
have
Eric
a
Tan.
level where
Story
you
about
can
Eric
talk
Tan?
as your Ninja Turtle character on the phone to leave a voice message?
You know, I should do that. Maybe next campaign,
All right,
or maybe it's a stretch goal.
right. I think people would get that. I think people would buy it. All right, so that is that. That's where we're at. We are. Let me write this down. All right, I got my. Here, let me minimize this. I've shared out the link to people. So people know what's up. Let me make a big. Everything's a little slow with StreamYard today. I apologize. Every button I hit takes a minute. So we are at. You guys can't see it, but I can see it. We are at 17,316, 303. We're going to try to get you 304. And we're going to try to get you $30. So 346 here.
I'll take it.
So go, and that's Nightmare Theater. And by the way, guys, Clay won't tell you, but I'll tell you that I know how much they're paying and how much the stuff is. They need more money, guys. I know it seems like a lot, but these anthologies take a lot to get everyone paid and everyone taken care of. As someone who does Cthulhu, like we do it as low as we can to try to make sure we're funded, and because I think anybody who creates an anthology, we're willing to invest the money to get it across the line if we need to. But it's really awesome if we don't have to do that. So please make sure, just because you see a big number there, make sure you back.
That's right.
You get all three
That's right.
volumes.
Amen.
All right, John,
That's me. That's my name.
let's talk about this book.
This insane book that I have on Kickstarter now. Yeah, Jolene only. It is not your normal comic book for sure. It's different. I don't know if it's a good thing, but I like it. It's very, very different from my last Kickstarter, which was the Eins anthology. It's not anything like that at all. That was your standard horror series. This is more of a comedy series, I guess, but it's in the vein of like Trailer Park Boys and South Park, where it's a lot of inside jokes, a lot of recurring jokes, some potty humor, ridiculous art that was created by my wife that I then took way too far and made comics out of. And then obviously I'm in the comic too, as you can see. But yeah, it's a series of events of self-aware characters that know they're in a comic book, and they go and do things like you do with your friends in college. They go see movies, they go hang out. Weird things happen to them. One of the guys loses his legs and gets robot legs, as you do. But yeah, it started as a webcomic back in 2008, and then I converted a lot of the stuff into pages and then added a bunch to it. And I've got a grand total of 26 issues done. And I just finally decided to start releasing them, which was, a fun process. That's my favorite cover right there. The Green Lantern 88 homage, done so well. And as you know, I like to say this, there's educational value, Jolene only. On that cover, you learn what an odorist is, which is a word that I found out when I made that cover. And if you don't know, just look it up and Google it. It's a very fun word. Use it in everyday life.
All right. I'm still using monosyllabically since Kevin Smith taught me that in Mallrats.
No, yeah, I use it too. But yeah, it's a lot like a Kevin Smith movie too. There's just a lot of just ridiculous jokes and some.
Look at how
big
punk
words.
rock your wife looks. I didn't know your wife was
she's-
punk rock. Look at that.
She is total punk rock, man. We spend
I
most
like
of our time
that.
going to punk shows.
All right. Right. I like her. I like her more than you, John.
I do too. Honestly, she's the cool one here. She's the cool one.
Fair.
She's better looking. She's funny.
So where's the nude variant?
So the nude variant's not up there because I said that as a joke, and then people actually kind of wanted it, so I haven't actually added it to Kickstarter yet, which was kind of funny.
Okay. There is a nude variant. I've seen it. It's
It
interesting.
is a joke, but yeah, it's people like, oh, let's do it. And I'm like, really? You want the nude variant of my ridiculous series? All right.
All right.
Sex sells.
It does. And this is all about sex. There's actually a lot of sex in this series, I guess, but it's more like not what you'd expect, without giving too much away or going too deep into it.
Okay.
But it's definitely not what you expect. It's not like this series is not. I don't know. It's hard to describe because it's so self-aware as a comic series. And it's one of those series like either you're going to get it and love it, or you're not going to get it and don't get it. Like Kenrick, who's my co-host of Spoiler Country, and also I colored his book, Super Entrepreneur Detective. His response is always like, "Well, I don't get these jokes, but they look good." I'm like, "Well, that's at least something right there."
That's all that matters sometimes, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So, John Lee Nolly, is that how you say it?
It's Joan Lee Nolan. If you want for a second, I'll tell you the origin of that name because it's kind of funny.
Sure.
So my actual first name is just the letter J, like just one letter. My actual middle name is just the letter N. I'm the third. So my dad has the same name, and so does my grandfather. When my dad was getting a Social Security card after he got out of the Air Force in the 70s, he was on the phone, and they asked him to spell his name. And he said J only, N only. When it came in the mail, it came to Joan Lee Nonley Horsley. And there's been a running joke in our family about Joan Lee Nonley being what the J stands for 40 years. So I took that and made a comic out of it.
Nice. All right. So you were at 1,115 with 21 backers. We're going to get you to 22 backers. Actually, I think we're going to get you to 23. I think.
Oh, nice. I'll take it.
And we're going to get you, I don't think, though, we're probably only going to get you $20, I think. 1,135. Hopefully get you more. That's my goal.
Nice. I'll take it.
John Lee. No. All right. Let's see what we can do. All right. Next up on our list is Carissa Grant. How are you, Carissa?
I am well. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, how many shows you got scheduled for this one? Because it's always like 100.
I didn't do a lot for this one because I didn't want to push this one as hard because I felt guilty with it. But I have like 5 shows or 6 shows or something. So usually I have like 40. So
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty minimum for you.
yeah, I didn't know when I was gonna even launch it and yeah, so I wasn't planning to do one, and then I ordered the hardcovers, so here we are.
Fair. All right, so tell us about Worthy Chaos Redemption hardcover book collection, 7 issues.
So this is book 1. This is issues 1 through 7. And it pretty much is them. It's Seraphina, who's an angel descendant, and Draven, who's a demon descendant, and they are trying to survive against their parents in a hell town, a town merging with hell. And their fathers are after Seraphina because she was created from an angelic weapon that has the power of souls, and if they can capture it, then they can tip the scale, the war between heaven and hell in their favor. Unfortunately for Seraphina, her soul is what activates it, so she would have to be killed to activate it. So it's a survival horror, or Romeo and Juliet in hell, or it's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Supernatural, Silent Hill, Evil Dead, Good Omens, Resident Evil. It's all that thrown in there. And it's 45 issues for the series, and this is the first 7.
Nice. And it's a big book. It's 222 pages, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and that's all story.
Nice. So that's not counting any fluff, anything like that.
No, that's like 7 covers and the story. That's it. All glossy, heavyweight paper. The cover is by Ken Hunt, who worked at DC for over a decade on Batman, Harley Quinn, Superman. And then the colorist is CC Dela Cruz from Lady Death Universe.
Okay.
She's awesome. They did both the cover and the back cover, which they did an awesome job.
Well, let's talk about this thing right here for a second.
The street. I've been wanting to do this homage for like 7 months. So like
Yeah, she's like, when are you gonna launch? When are you gonna launch? When are you gonna launch?
Yeah, like I have a campaign every other month, and I still manage to miss Rob every single time. So yeah, I've been wanting Anubis to fight, Nightwolf for quite some time. So yeah,
Not gonna lie, probably at this point in Nightwolf's training, he probably would get his ass handed to him.
Well, yeah, I was thinking that when I did it, but yeah,
I mean, give him till the end of issue 12. It might be another story.
Yeah, Anubis is being controlled by remote control. We could just have him malfunction towards the end and Nightwolf take over. So
Up, down, left, right, button, A, B, B.
yeah. But yeah, so this is book 2, issue 1 or issue 8, depending on how you want to do it, is January 8th. So this one would give you the whole collection for $39. And it comes with the gold-plated Anubis coin and the magnet of Anubis and his hellhound. And so
Nice. All right, so you're at 1,927 with 38 backers. I think we can get you to 40.
nice.
In fact, I'm going to get Nightmare Theater. I'm doing 5 now. I've decided. Nightmare Theater, I'm bringing you up 2. We're doing 3 or 5. I'm trying to get 2 for everybody tonight. That's what I'm doing.
I approve.
All right. 1,957 is what I think. I think that's doable. We'll see what we can do.
That's awesome.
Word to Chaos. All right. I've shared out the link. Guys, make sure you guys don't have to wait. You guys come back. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
It's a horror, be a little bit afraid, but
all right, so let's remove that. Let's go to our next. So Kurt, here's where I'm going to change. Kurt has 2. One of them is a film. I don't know how to promote films, so I can't promise you much there, but I can promise you
Just
stuff.
throw it out there and hope somebody goes for it, I guess.
All right. Let's talk about the film first.
Okay. The film is Succubus Next Door. It's actually, full disclosure, neither one of these projects is one that I personally am running, but I am involved in both of them. The guys that actually are running them couldn't make it tonight, so I'm kind of standing in for them. Succubus Next Door is Bobby Smith's 4th feature film. It's funding on Indiegogo right now. The story is sort of a dark, dramatic horror, sort of borderline modern neo-Gothic kind of thing. It's about a guy named Chris who's in his 20s. He married his high school sweetheart. She's pregnant with their first child, but an accident left her comatose and near death. So he meets Lilith, who is house sitting the house next door. And in the process of the film, we learn that she's actually the biblical Lilith, who was Adam's first wife, who was kicked out of the Garden of Eden for being too independent. And so she's wandered the earth for 300,000 years. And she gets to Chris and decides she wants to have kids with him, which is a really rare occurrence for him. So the movie is just a bloodbath. Anybody that gets in her way is just doomed, pretty much. She forces him to commit all these increasingly heinous acts, including maybe even sacrificing his wife and unborn child. So it's just going to be a bloodbath.
All right. So it is. They need a whopping 100,000. So they need a lot in 12 days. Has this guy done a lot of films before?
He's done 3 before this.
Okay.
But he's always had a lot of problems with crowdfunding. I mean, no matter what his sort of price range is, he's always had problems getting people involved in it.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. It's hit or miss. I think you've got to be like in the communities that do this.
Yep.
So all right, it's 1688. Like I said, it's a movie, so I can't promise anything, but we'll see. It's at 29 backers, but we'll see what's up.
Okay.
We'll share that out to the peoples. But it sounds fun.
Sweet. Thanks for that.
No problem. Give me a second to share it all out, get everything up. All right. Share that. Share that.
This is actually his second horror movie. I co-wrote a movie with him last year called Spread, which was a slasher movie. He's still working on that one. It should be out in 2024. So that's going to be fun when that comes out. First movie I've ever written. It's going to be awesome.
I thought you wrote the one
Rotten
for
Tail?
Yeah, Rotten Tail.
No, I drew that one. That one's actually written by David Hayes. He's a guy from
Okay.
Michigan.
Okay, so you just drew that. Okay.
Yeah. I was just the artist on that one. The other one I wanted to talk about was Just a Cane and Potico by Jay Hewer.
Yeah.
It's on Kickstarter right now. It's struggling. It made its target, but it's still kind of not gone far beyond that. He's just facing that Kickstarter fatigue that we were talking about earlier.
Right.
The book is Bill and Ted meets old school wrestling with Greek mythology kind of sprinkled on top. So if you like wrestling and fantasy and mythology, all that mixed up into one package, this is a book you'll want to pick up. It's a comedic one shot that'll ring the nostalgia bell for a lot of fans of both wrestling and fantasy. It's basically, the story is basically that the wrestlers we all grew up watching on TV are literal Greek gods. And so these two losers are kind of pulled into this fantasy world and granted these godlike powers. And now they have to prove they're worthy of these powers by rescuing their childhood heroes from the Dungeon of Doom. So you'll find out what happens to pro wrestlers / gods when they disappear from the squared circle.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
and
fun.
Jay Hoover, he's done a few Cthulhu stuff with us. He's a great writer.
Yeah, he's done a few stories in there. I actually did a Kickstarter exclusive cover for this one.
Yeah, I
with,
saw that. That's
A guy named,
right here.
Yep, that's it. With a guy named Evil Kip. I'm not sure if you know him. He's a wrestler. And the fun part of that is he's going to be part of a tier where he gets to send a video message to insult backers. So he's been promoting it on that tier on social media, daring people to back it so he can send them a really nasty message.
That's fun.
Hilarious. Ben Ferrari also did a variant cover. I think he did a cover for you as well, didn't he, Travis?
He did for Expired. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, he's also done a exclusive to the Kickstarter. I think they're only going to print like 25 copies of it or something like that. So it's going to be super rare. And you can also back it here where you get the original art. So that's pretty cool.
Nice. All right, so he's at 603.29. I'm going to try to get him to 617 with 31 backers.
Sweet. Thanks.
So here today, let me share this baby out. Yeah, that sounds really awesome. I think it's really fun. Really
Yeah, it's going to be a great book. I've read some of it, and it's gorgeous. The art is by Elias Martins, who's just a fantastic artist. If you ever need a good like variant cover or something, look him up.
Jeremy's flirting with you, Carissa. So say hi.
Hi.
It's fine. You bring all the boys to the house. Something about milkshakes. I don't know how these things
Yeah, I
work.
thought it was the yard.
It's
I was going to say, you don't even need a milkshake.
Oh, sweatshirt. That's why.
I don't understand how it works. But I got to tell you, I don't know exactly what that song's talking about. But if there's milkshakes, I am probably with the boys in the yard because I like a good milkshake.
For you, it would be Dunkin' Donuts, though, right, Travis? If they had
they
the
don't
Dunkin',
serve
you'd
shakes,
be
but
like,
sometimes-
running down the road. Trying
Yeah,
to get
sometimes
to
you get a
that
Baskin Robbins and a Dunkin', and those are the sweet spots.
Travis is double fisting the coffee in the
Wow.
So Nightwolf Volume 8 just funded, which is pretty cool.
Yes.
A little while ago. I love the Nightwolf series. I wrote a little bit of the Nightwolf series. I actually even complimented Rob privately and said, what I love about the Nightwolf is now that you've read his second series, Snowpaw, you can see like the different styles of writing. Like I feel like Snowpaw is like more of a Neil Gaiman, where this is more of like an action adventure, typical old school, like Mark Waid, set up a plot, adventure training. You can beat them later, But but tell us what's going on with Nightwolf 1 through 8 here.
Yeah, so Nightwolf is a story about a young man who finds out he's born a werewolf, gets thrown into a supernatural war against demons, witches, vampires, other werewolves. And Snowpaw has to take this young pup, if you will, under her paw and train him how to be a werewolf after basically his entire teenage life gets ripped away from him. and he's on a mission to save his girlfriend from the Vampire, Lord Malice. He believes that she is the reincarnation of his dead fiance from back in the Boston Massacre. So there's a lot of twists and turns in this series, and in issue 8, it's time to take the fight to the Dark Covenant, and then the Nightwolf and Snowpaw end up stepping into an ambush.
Nice. So, how before the trade? What was in volume 1?
What was that?
Was volume 1 through 4?
1 through 4, yeah.
Okay, so this would be the end before the next trade.
Yes. So what's
Okay.
going to happen is we'll do Snowpaw issue 3 this winter, and then after that it'll be time for the volume 2.
Nice. Very exciting. Very exciting.
Thank you.
I'm always envious of you. You know, you're one of the references that I use. You know, of past that I could have taken, right? Because I decided to do a whole bunch of short miniseries, but you know, what if I stuck to one series and really doubled down? Where would I be? You know, trade wise, because I just came up with my first broke down trade. You know, this year, even though it's been 5 years. You know?
Yeah, I mean it's one thing that like I could have done the split because I have multiple titles that I want to do, and I actually introduce a lot of them into issue 2 of Nightwolf just to kind of establish that world building.
Right.
But yeah, I felt that I had to like let this stand on its own 2 feet before I tackled another one, and then when I polled my audience what they wanted me to do, I threw in Snowpaw just because I loved her as a character so much to see how she would do as a spinoff, and they voted her. So I was like, all right, well, that was an easy sell.
Well, and look at this. The couple things here. The list of artists who you've worked with are the best in the business, which is amazing. You know, and then look at these crossover prints. Nightmare Theater. You know, we talked about that book a little while ago. That's a great one to back.
Beautiful print.
Yes, a Bloom Pretty, another great book. They're not here today, but another great book. Again, we've got that Worthy Chaos, and a little Granite State Punk there.
That's an awesome print.
Yeah, it was fun. You know, like when we were talking about like what to do with that, I was like, you know what? If we're talking about, you know, Granite State punk rock, why not like howling into the mic? Let's do it.
And my artist, Patrick Rumeyer, does it. When I showed it, he's like, I love the fly. I love the flies open. I was like, well, then you'll love Nightwolf because he mostly has that fly throughout the whole book. It's not just on this print. Look right here.
I mean, it's right there. It's you know.
That's just how flies work when you're.
Well, you know what's funny? Like funny story about the pants and the fly.
Okay.
I don't know what Carlos's obsession with werewolf hidden genitalia, if not whatnot. But like he started out like when he did the original character design, he did like a very long like loincloth style fur patch. And I'm like, that's just creepy, dude. Put the pants on.
Right.
My artist made the demon father have no clothes, and I don't know what to do with that. So now he's got no clothes. So it's always a shadow, just perfectly aligned. But yeah.
That's your not safe for work variant cover right there.
There you go. But yeah, that was a great series. I love it. It's one of the staples of the Kickstarter community, which is amazing. All right, so you were at 10,755 with 304 backers. We're going to try to get you to 306. 10,775 backers. What? Hold on. $10,775.
Yeah, a lot of back.
Dollars. Not backers. I'll be here all night.
Another one. You can't go back. It's too late.
We can't leave. Somebody, please.
I don't even know if there's that many people on the platform. Oh, no.
I don't know. Maybe one of those Sanderson books.
They all left with Gaiman.
That's a Keanu level.
Looking
Well,
for a
good luck,
plush.
everybody. We're here for life. We're here for good. This is your life now.
What a cool idea for crossover.
Well, if he's looking for a plushie, we could scroll down. We could show him the one that I have.
Over here.
There's some plushies.
Yeah, down in the add-on. Just click on the add-on link there. That nice little.
Oh yeah, I forgot that new thing.
Yeah.
There you go. There we go.
There he is.
Oh wait.
Oh, Carissa has hers.
but his pants are fully on.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you can't have half open pants for kids, right?
Look at him. He's so
Kid
cute.
friendly.
Look at his little tail. Yeah.
So that's how you get the big money from Chris. Just plushies. I get it. I feel it.
Plushies. I will back anything with plushies.
All right. Greta Say Punk top tier has a plushie. I swear. Just back it. It'll work out. But
Secret
speaking of
invisible
plushies,
plushie.
I think Ben has a plushie too, doesn't he?
He does have a plushie
You
shirt.
better believe I do. My branded plushie.
Branded plushies.
Nice.
Thank God my wife doesn't watch this show because she loves merch, and I would have a plushie by the end of the week. And I'm like, she said she could hear me. So she
All
would
you
have,
hear is footsteps running through the house. Like, what kind of merchandise are you talking
we
about?
would have a plushie so fast. All right, let's get Ben's link. Let's find it. Ben, go ahead and start telling us about the return of the Shark of War.
Yeah, Shark of War, for those who haven't seen it before, is Jaws meets RoboCop. Jaws if the shark were the hero, RoboCop if the cop were a shark. He's an escaped U.S. military experiment on the loose in the Caribbean, enforcing the law Punisher style. First 7 issues are out on this Kickstarter. You can get all 7, so no need to worry about missing anything. I always do a Jaws spoof cover there. You kind of saw that. This time I'm doing, that's the original poster. You go up and see my Jaws this is actually Jaws the Revenge. I've done every other Jaws poster, so now I'm down to Jaws the Revenge. This is my shark cosplay cover. There was the one you just went by. I actually I always wanted to do a cosplay cover. So how do you do one with a shark? Chris Fallows does a lot of those photos you see of sharks leaping out of water for like Shark Week videos and things like that. So I licensed one of his photos that I thought worked really well. It almost looks like he's rocketing out of the water there. So that's my cosplay cover for a shark. This is by my artist who did the Vicious Vixens. This is part of the Whales of War arc that started up in issue 6, and he's battling something. They're trying to take him down, so they made the one thing a shark fears: orcas. So those are now the battle that's going on in issue 7.
And plushies.
And the plushie, yeah, is an add-on. You can get my branded shark plushie. Isn't he cuddly?
You got a bunch of reviews. You got the team. So
Yeah, I've got.
You don't have any sample pages yet?
I've got a whole. You just click. You can click the first. Yeah, you can click there, and you can get the first.
Yeah, I don't think it'll open up on our thing.
Yeah, it'll just pop right up, and
okay.
And you get a whole ash can of the first 8 pages. It kind of gives away the issue 6 cliffhanger, so I'm not like telling people they should go ahead and get it unless they're on the fence about getting the book, because I have a lot of people from hopefully coming back from issue 6.
Nice. All right, so that's Shark of War, and it just launched today, right?
Yep. I'm already up to, that's the most backers I've ever gotten in one day. So there's still a couple hours left. So hopefully I get a few more.
Nice, you're doing great. 56. Let's try to get you to 58. 1,181. No, 91. That's what I'm trying to do. All right, let's see what we can do there. Look at that. We got one right there.
Oh, wow.
Already happened.
Now we've gone over my best day one backer.
I bought a plushie.
Oh,
nice. You had to hold her accountable.
Yeah, man, I have a plushie army going on over here. Don't you worry.
Nice. And then
thank you.
let's get Aaron up here and talk about Aaron's book. All right, Aaron. All right, Aaron, tell us about the Gray Man.
You're not muted, but we can't hear you.
Is that better?
That's
Yes.
better.
There we go. These little things. The Great Man is on the idea that not all exorcisms are like officially documented, and then not all of them are successful. So it follows a sheriff who gets called in to investigate a disturbance at a local farm. He knows them really well. He's the local sheriff. He's been in town pretty much all of his life. So he goes, investigates, arrives there, and it's just chaos, blood everywhere. The whole family's dead. He finds a young boy who he's never seen before. He's the only survivor, and he starts investigating what happens, and it kind of leads him to the halls of the Vatican, and it's practiced rites of exorcism. So it's full on horror. So if you like The Exorcist Believer, or the horror genre, then this is definitely for you. Got some great variant covers. So you notice one of the variant covers is kind of like a very The Exorcist kind of theme. So I kind of wanted, at least I'm trying to get each issue is going to have like a big kind of film spin on the cover.
The
So
scariest
you also,
thing you said.
yeah.
the
So you
scariest
also
thing you
get
said
the.
is- I said the scariest thing you said is he's trying to get a boy into the Vatican. That's not good.
No. Yeah, so you each on the variant covers as well, with the variant package, you get the desktop wallpaper, the Virgin cover, and the cover itself as a PDF pack.
I love these things. I love black and white comics. I love your ride. So I'm excited to see this. I hope we can get it funded. I've still got a little bit. How long we got?
45 hours.
45 hours. We got a bit.
Yeah.
We got to push there, but hopefully. All right, let's share it out. See if we can help.
Fingers crossed.
All right. Well, Facebook's doing the stupid thing. I follow a wrestler that's called Zach Horror Show. So every time I put horror, it automatically adds his like Facebook link.
I hate that.
Yeah.
So stupid. All right. Well, it's just one of their many ways to tell you they don't want links on their website. All right. So you are at Gray Man is at 1487, 59 backers. Trying to get you to 62 backers. 14. Now let's try to get you to 1500. See if we can do that. I don't know if we can, but we can try. All right. Last but not least, I am live on Kickstarter right now,
I'm shocked.
which I know is super rare. I'm not on Kickstarter very often.
I had no idea.
Is it just one book or?
I'm only going to do one.
This time.
It's momentous. You're never on
Couple days.
Kickstarter.
Well, okay, I'm going to do two because I've got Nightmare Theater live as well. But no, I'm not going to do the red button. I'm not going to do the other stuff. So Granite State Punk is live. Granite State Punk The Coven. This is the best shit I have ever written. I'm super excited about it. Granite State Punk has gone to Scout Comics. We put out 2 issues through Scout. We did 2 last year. This is the first time I've got around to doing a new issue, and I'm super stoked about it. Basically, what we do in this issue, we go to New Hampshire, where every book's in New Hampshire. We go to Dover, New Hampshire. Dover, New Hampshire has a mill fire that happened and it killed about 24 people. We go to a flashback of Zeke as he's trying to deal with his new power set. We meet his original coven. So this is his coven of witches. Is these 4 kids? We kind of like a Breakfast Club little feel here with punk rock. They go and they visit and they deal with ghosts and the normal punk rock shit that we deal with. Lots of cool covers. You got Better Morrissey doing an accident cover. We've got our cover here by the Bags Brothers, kind of showing all the craziness. We've got this tripped out Matt Wilson cover. If you're a real punk rocker, you know this cover being a Rancid homage. And we've got some really good stuff here. It's Patrick Brumeyer kills it. This is my favorite series to write. It's just fucking good. It's punk rock. It's so like, and we got a great cover. We got a great crossover print. Then I need to adjust all the stuff with Nightwolf. But
Do you have the Hoop Lap?
what's up?
Do you have the Hoop Lap? It's like the library. It's the library app that a lot of libraries use to post stuff, including comic books.
Yeah.
Last night I opened it up and there's 2 issues of Granite State Punk on it.
Oh, hells yeah. That's awesome.
So I was like, hey, I know that.
That must be a Scout thing. Scout must have
Yeah,
done
they
it.
must have done it because I was like, wow, that's cool. Because I use Hoopla all the time, and I'm like, how can I get my books on there?
You can. I don't think it's actually that hard. It's a process.
Yeah,
I think you also need the ISBN as well.
Yeah, it's possible. But yeah, we've done a whole bunch of successful Kickstarters. We've been killing it. We have a bunch of different add-ons if you like a different add-on. But really, if you buy one of my books, I want it to be Granite State Punk. And it's not because I don't love all my other books. It's just this one's the most personal to me. I think it's my best writing. I always put my heart on the sleeve, and people really resonate this. They fly me out the state of New Hampshire because they don't have a lot of comics people. They have me and the Ninja Turtles. They fly me out all the time. Oh, they have the Tick. Let me take that back. They have the Tick. Respect the Tick. But yeah, it's my book. I'd like a backer tonight. I'm not going to write it down and shit, but I'd like a backer. So like, if you haven't backed it, try it out. This is the one that you should read if you want to know why I want to write comics and whether or not I'm good at it. This is the one.
Yeah, I've backed it, so I can't back it twice.
Please do.
You.
Loving the series, man. It's really cool.
Thank you. All right. So I got to share that out to everybody, but bastards, we are done. We've gone through all of our campaigns. And now it's a time where people are going to probably leave because I'm going to yell at some people because I'm sure not everybody has backed these campaigns. So let me remind you why we do this.
It's about to get real, y'all.
Yeah, I'll make me big so I can explain it to people who's not paying attention.
Preach, Travis.
Okay. You see, we make comic books like this. To make comic books, we need money because most of us are writers. I'm going to be honest. Most of us are writers, and artists charge more than our fucking pay ever. They will always make more than us. But to get the book so we can feel special and to sit at cons and sign things and send it to you, we need some cash. And in exchange for this cash, we're going to give you books. And if you don't like that physical book, we'll send it digital to you. We are that nice. We are helpers of the community. So we need that. So I'm going to go through these lists and I'm going to look at everything. All right. And I'm going to make sure I made some promises to these guys. And they only like me if I help them. There's no way they would ever spend time with me if I didn't help them.
Truth.
So please continue making me feel like I'm important by backing these people. All right. Thank you for your service. All right. So let's see if I got to yell at anybody today. I don't want to yell. I don't want to yell. I don't want to get
But you
mad.
do it so well.
I do. And I feel I'm going to get mad today. I feel it. I feel it in my bones.
I feel the vein popping.
I am, motherfucker. I want to write some scripts. I got some scripts to write, guys. So like, we need to move this along. But to reward you, I will. We'll do a roundtable and we'll ask some like pertinent questions and maybe like help you get better at your careers and stuff. So let's see what we got here. We're gonna start with Nightmare Theater again. I am in it. Connor Hughes did a cover. Pat Chan's in it. Richard Fairgraves, Clay Adams, like the best of the best. Marcy White, like great.
David
people.
Avalone.
It's
amazing.
like, if you didn't back this book, you're an idiot. Like, like I don't know what else to tell you. You're just
Travis
dumb.
said it, not me.
You're just dumb. It's the last one. They're not even going to beg for money again. Like, this is it. Probably.
Unless it isn't, we'll find out.
But right now, it's it. It's like
It might be because nobody backed. We've been here an hour, nobody backed. So
yeah, nobody
this
was
is
mad.
it. You've killed the book. Thank you.
Yeah, Freddy's dead.
Listen,
got
you need to
Freddy
back the
versus
book,
Jason.
get all 3 volumes. That
That's right.
All right. So I don't know what you guys did wrong. I don't know what Clay did wrong. I don't know what I did wrong. So to offend you to not back this prize. So I'm going to share it out, and I'm going to think that maybe because it was early in the night, you missed
People
the
were just-
opportunity.
Hadn't tuned in yet.
We're going to give you guys the benefit of the doubt, but I'm extremely thank you whoever
We,
did that.
we went up a tad. I saw that.
A tad is fine. A tad is
take a
better
tad.
than no tads.
That's right. I love tads.
But you know, it's embarrassing if we can't do this. Like you literally are supporting a whole bunch of people. Like
I backed it.
Thank you. Thank you. We don't have a plushie, but thank you.
and motherfuckers, it's Christmas. Like it's Christmas time. Like he started this at Halloween. We're heading into Christmas and Thanksgiving. Why are you not thankful for Nightmare Theater? Why?
He's getting that
Guilt
angry
trip.
Jerry Lewis energy. I love it.
Right. I don't understand. I don't
Scared
understand.
anyway.
But clearly somebody out there heard our plea, Clay, because we are 305.
Hey, now. All right.
I
Now we're
backed it,
talking.
and yeah.
Thank you.
So
I added
we-
a plushie. In the time he was ranting, I added a plushie.
I
so-
can sense it.
I got quick fingers.
Yeah.
So we got your stuff. We got you marked off of here, I think.
You can't see below Clay there, but he's sewing up a plushie.
It's true. It's true. I'm using my feet to sew.
So I am happy that is handled, because that was embarrassing. You guys should be embarrassed, like not us. Like you should be embarrassed that I even went to that campaign and it was in that condition. So I'm going to share this out to the world because I'm embarrassed for you guys. See if we get a little bit more. But you guys let us down. I'm happy that you guys came through in clutch, but you know.
I'm thankful. I'm good cop. I'm thankful for the pledges. I appreciate that. But I'll let bad cop continue sharing the campaign.
No, it's embarrassing, Clay. Clay, listen, you were on the Ninja Turtles. Like, you know, I grew up in Dover, Rochester, New Hampshire, right next to Dover, where the Ninja Turtles are from. Like, that's a big deal. Ninja Turtles are a big deal. I'm also a big deal there too, but Ninja Turtles are a bigger deal.
Can you get me to that con? I'll come to the con. We'll hang.
I actually think, and I'm not kidding here, Clay. I'm going to get my
Especially
serious
if they
face.
have Cherry Street.
I actually have a con that you just being a Ninja Turtle person could get you into that con. Yes, I could probably get you into that con.
Let's talk.
That's
Yeah,
called
let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, so we'll talk about it. I think I could do that. I go every year. It's called Granite State Con. I think we could do that. All right. So we
Awesome.
shared it out a couple times. Hey guys, if you guys are guests here, could you do a favor? We're gonna spam the internet. Share it on one of your social media platforms. Nightmare Theater, please. Thank you. All right. We got that taken care of. Now, John, you're a little hard because you got a book that's about funny stuff. I know you added nudity, but it's male nudity. That's no one may have told you this, and I'm going to be the first. That's not what they're looking for, John.
Well, that's not okay. Well,
Is that what
maybe
you're
next
looking for, John? Like, no judgment. It is what it is.
I mean, I think it's funny. It's on the campaign now, so you can add the new cover as an add-on now. I just added it on the call.
Okay. All right. I'm excited to see that. John, has anybody, I hope I didn't let you down because you were really nice to me. You know, you let me on your show back in the day for Broke Down, you know, and we got some pledges from it back in the day. So I don't want to let you down. So let's see what's happening here. All right. Let's see it. Sorry, all the buttons are slow today. I don't know why. It's probably because I have 20 tabs open to get all these up.
That'll do it. That'll drag your memory down.
Hold on. It's not appearing.
StreamYard hasn't had their Dunkin' today.
Computer hasn't had its Dunkin' today. I shouldn't be feeding clearly I shouldn't be feeding the computer Guinness. Who knew? All right. I think I got it. Here we
Maybe
go.
it needs more Guinness.
So
Went up one.
I
Nice.
stupidly said when I said that I would get you two, like an idiot.
Well,
Do you have any nudes of you plushies?
I have not plushies, but I do have little puppet guys that I made. They're not plushies, but they're little cutouts on popsicle sticks that I use to make videos with. I have a lot of them.
All right. Carissa, you're the plushie expert. How close to a plushie is a popsicle stick puppet?
It's not soft, but it's very cool.
all right. But so for you, the soft part is what you're looking for in said puppets / plushies.
I'm a needy hugger, yeah.
Yeah.
My husband doesn't
Fair,
hug. I
fair.
gotta get plushies.
Right. All right. Well,
If it helps anybody's decision, today would have been my dad's 74th birthday. So if that helps anybody decide to back it or not.
what does that have to do with plushies, John?
Nothing. I'm trying to go with that dude to back it. He liked plushies too. There you go.
I thought maybe he was asking for a hug from Chris.
My father was a plushie.
So we've got where's this nude ad on? Let's see.
It's at the top. The nude's at the top. It's the second
Top of the
graphic.
campaign?
Yeah. If you go to the top.
Oh, there you
right
go. So in case, if you're looking for a nude variant, you can add this. I mean, John can't even put the bright colored shoes on. They're two different colors. It's confusing.
Yeah, it's accurate to life. I mean, it's real life.
Are those ears accurate to life? Because I'm concerned of how pointy they are.
They are not accurate to life. No.
So, I think I got to yell again, huh? John, can you pitch it one more time so I can share it out to everybody so I maybe don't have to yell? Maybe if they hear you talk about it for a second, and I'll share it out to everybody. Does the video have any music?
No music, but actually, yes, it has music, but it's my own. It's my band. So.
All right, we'll try it. Let's play the video real quick. Maybe that'll help.
All right.
I'm going to share this out.
So, this is the Kickstarter for the Jonely Nonly comic, and hey now, nuts, let me handle this. Rude. Welcome everyone to our very first Kickstarter. This will be your first chance to get the incredible comic starring me, Jonely Nonly, and me, Calvarina. Jeffers, introduce yourself.
Fine. I'm Jeffers, and this is our first time in print. We've released 3 books in the past, but Genius over here never tried to sell them.
That's accurate. So, yeah, I'm in this too, guys.
Hardly. You're in 1 issue.
Hey, he's in 2. Yeah! Guys, can we please focus? We have an incredible Kickstarter to tell everybody about.
Fine.
Nonly was a webcomic from 2008 to 2016. We did around 300 comic strips in an 8-year period. Lots of one-off jokes, social commentary, and some of the stupidest lulls you've ever seen. In that time frame, we made 2 24-hour comic book days. Technically, we printed them, but never really did anything with the copy we printed.
So what is this for then?
Well, in 2018, we took all of our webcomics and completely redid them all and reformatted them into a sequential comic. Did we succeed about making them a cohesive story out of that jumbled mess of a webcomic? Almost certainly, kind of. You guys are doing a terrible job explaining this. Talk about the rewards. The rewards. In the first 40 hours, and if you're watching this after the first 40 hours, sorry, but you'll get this. There's an awesome, it's not a Halloween comic, it's a Halloween variant cover, the black and white noir edition of issue 1, limited to only 20 copies. We've also got a 150-page trade paperback that collects the first 5 issues, plus has tons of bonus material. Do you like individual floppy issues? We've got issues 1 through 5 you can get. Do you like variant covers? We got variant covers for each one. Are you the kind of person that likes matching numbered sets? Well, we have what we call the first 10 here at Spoilerverse Comics, where you can get one of the first 10 comics out of the box once they're printed in a matching numbered set of all the variant covers. We also have a super limited 1-of-1 matching number set of all 10 issues, the regulars and the variants, plus both versions of the trade. Is that all we have? Of course not. We got stickers, magnets, and prints, all the fun stuff you expect from a cool Kickstarter, and so much more happening. Hey guys, you've made your point. This is getting kind of long. I doubt anyone's watched this far. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Right, okay. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this and you support our campaign. We've got 20 more issues to do. Holy crap, there's 20 more issues of this? I think that's individual issues. Yep, exactly.
Well, good luck. I'm going fishing.
All right. That was the thing I watched.
That was a thing, yeah.
So, Carissa,
Hi.
are they more cuddly now? Now that you've seen them and heard their voices, are they more cuddly now?
I feel like they all need hugs.
That is accurate. That is
They all need a plushie.
She's being diplomatic here.
I'll make a plushie. That's fine. I'll do one for the next campaign.
Now hold on. I gotta mute for just a second so I can do something. Um,
Is he watching porn or something?
Oh
Probably.
God, no! He's ordering a plushie. Well, he's not talking, so why has he muted himself? Suspicious. Highly suspicious.
So you can't hear the porn music. I'm telling you.
Clay, you need
He's
to
got
take
the
a
Here's
look-
what
the look
happened.
for it.
So Facebook, for some reason, my personal Facebook will not share anything. So I have to physically go there to share. But I somehow closed that tab. So now I had to find the video, and it's playing the video. So it didn't, I muted me so you guys couldn't hear both. But now you know how the chat box is to the right when you're on your PC? That's now covering where I need to fucking post the link. I can't get it to minimize. So that's my day. How are you?
Great.
I'm good. All right. I got it. I had to friggin' do shenanigans, but I got it. But that's why I muted it, because it was going to play the video for a second. I didn't. By the way, interesting, John Noli, when I post your thing, it tries to link me to Pizza Hut's book club, the Hut Club. I don't know why. That's what it tries to do.
They
The
still
book
have
club.
that?
Book
That's
it. Remember Book
crazy.
It? You
Yeah,
know?
they still got that.
I apparently, or at least I'm a fan of some knockoff version of it. By the way, did you guys see what LeVar Burton said today?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was giving an award out, and he said, "Hey, is any of the Moms of Liberty here?" No, cool. Then we don't have to throw our hands.
Nice.
All right, John, where we at? You
Same
still
place.
need a backer. Still need to get your backer. All right, we're gonna come back to you, John, and I'm gonna beg. I'm gonna yell at people real quick, and then we'll come back to you. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right, listen up, fuckers. Not every book needs to be fucking superheroes or supernatural thrillers. Some can just be a joke, and it doesn't have to have amazing art. It can just do stuff. John is actually a good fucking artist. I've actually seen his work. He's not giving that to you here for whatever reason. I don't know why he chose to do that, but that's between you and John. But that doesn't mean this book is not quality, because John knows what he's doing. He's a great guy. He said he's created like 20 volumes or something of this, or 20-ish. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest. That's what Mike Kendrick said. That's a thing I watched. I mean, it's an accurate thing. So anyways, I need you to back this fucking thing, because he's going to have a video thing again, and then we can get on his show, and then there's less people on my show, and I can keep my fucking promises. You see, this is a long con. I mean, a long series of events that need to happen to help everybody out. So if you want Spoiler Country to come back, you get fucking back his book. It's not hard. It's not hard. I did lose 2 views while that ran, John, so something fucking happened.
That's right.
I think we went the opposite way, John.
Sorry.
All right. We'll see what happens. I will come back to you. There's a random button that says edit. Do not play with random buttons. Sorry. Carissa.
Hi.
Do I got to yell at people too?
I got one.
All right. That's.
If you want to show the first 34 seconds of the video, you can see the book.
I feel like that's a joke.
Why?
Don't know.
This is a really good looking book, by the way.
It is.
This art.
All right. Let's see.
It
34.
does have voiceover, though. Not me. I don't sound that good.
Supernatural, Buffy, Good Omens, Silent Hill, or Resident Evil. Prepare to be immersed in the dark and enthralling world of the Word and Chaos series. As the story goes, the fate of heaven, hell, and the entire cosmos hangs in the balance as Seraphina, a descendant of angels, and demon descendant Draven, 2 souls bound by destiny, must unearth their forgotten powers, unlock the secrets of their past, and rewrite the eternal conflict between angel and demon. Prepare for an epic tale of love, betrayal, and the battle for the ultimate power. Unlock the secrets of a world where chaos meets destiny.
She said that way
All right.
better than you have.
Well, the first question is, why is she not wearing pants?
You know what? She is wearing pants, but I guess they're really short. But it also looks like she's in the bathroom, which she's not. But that's from the printer. So, yeah. So she's not the one talking. But I've been told like 5 times, like, you're not wearing any pants. It's like, it's not me. And if you look really carefully, there is, or that's her shirt, and she's not wearing pants. I don't know. But she's wearing something.
Does that printer company send you to the bathroom and tell you to take off your pants when you do a video?
Well, you know what? Maybe it'll sell more books because she's naked. I don't know what to tell you.
They're like them legs.
Yeah.
Well, first thing to note on this, why you need to back it. I'm going to give you guys the elevator pitches real quick that she didn't. One, you can get that cool print from Rob. You need that print. You need to collect them all. Rob is one day gonna, and you should really do this, Rob, because you know, you back enough Kickstarter just like me. We throw away some of those things. We just do. It just happens. You need to like, for volume 2, you should go. If anyone can show me all the crossover prints, and there should be a reward. So people,
I mean, legit. I mean, how many have I done now? I mean, seriously.
I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So to catch them all for this mystery thing that I just committed Rob to, you need to you need to give Carissa's Worthy Chaos money. Second thing, she's got a plushie, and apparently that's all that matters in the world of comics. I don't understand why plushies are so important.
By the way,
she has so many plushies.
I have just in this campaign, and I have like 5 others that aren't on there, but I have the Skeleton Bird. I have the Hellhound, which is over there. I have, this is my, there's one left of the emotional support Anubis. And then there's the Skeleton Bird. And then there's one left of the Hellhound that ran away or something. Here we go. This is the Hellhound. There's one left. And he has cute little paws and a broken horn. So, yeah. So, and yeah, that's my army of plushies. I have to limit the amount of things I put in there because what you see is about 60% of the merch I actually have in here. So, my bad.
Plushies make up like 30% of my con sales. So, so having a plushie is not a bad idea.
I you know what, the people that get them love them, and they're handmade and they're designed by us, and yeah, they're special. So
nice. Well, we need one more backer. So we need one more backer because I promised there are 40 backers. So I'm gonna yell again for a minute. All right. This woman has done 7 issues in a year for some fucking reason. I don't know. She thinks that apparently it's a monthly book. I don't know how. I don't know what's going on. You know, that's like an Image release schedule. Like that's exactly how many sagas we got this year. I think 7 is the exact amount of sagas. She's written as many books as Brian K. Vaughan. That may not be accurate, but I'm going to say it is. So, you know, she's hardworking. This is her first hardcover. You don't have to buy the hardcover. You can buy the digital. Buy all of them in digital.
There's issue 1 too. You could just buy issue 1.
You could just buy issue 1. You know, do you? But back it, show your support, see what this thing's all about, because she's not going to quit making them just because you're not buying them. So you've got to, you might as well buy them.
Issue 8 and 9 are already done, and 10's halfway done. So yeah, you're stuck with them no matter what. So,
right. So just jump on board.
Technically, I've made 12 books. The other 2 are issue 1s of the other series. And then remember, I redid issue 1 because I did not like it. So yeah.
That inspired people.
No, they're scared of you.
I mean, that's dedication to redo an issue just because you're like, no, man, we're gonna redo this again.
I threw away $5,000, and that was not easy to convince my husband that was okay. So he's like, "How much does it cost?" I was like, $5,000. He's like, "How much will it cost to do it?" I'm like, "A little less than $5,000." So, there you go. So worked out. It was worth it.
That's true love, folks.
Yeah, I lost $9,000. I lost $9,000 the first 2 artists, and I still went out and found another one. So, and he's worth it. It was worth losing $9,000.
I mean, how much he's been putting out in that year? Whew.
Oh, he's freaking monster, man. He sent me 14 pages this week, and yeah, and they're awesome pages. They're not like, you know, so I'm obsessed. I can't stop. Lori yells at me all the time, just slow down. I was like, I can't. Like the next hardcover is going to be like June. So, yeah. But anyway, thank you for backing it.
Wait, how is the next hardcover going to be in June?
Well, we're already on 10 and there's only 7 issues in it. So there's like 4 more issues to do in it, and he does 1 a month, so probably before then.
But
I won't be out for June. I'm just going to order it in June.
She orders the books before she goes to Kickstarter, which is like the complete opposite of the rest of us.
Yeah. It's 8 and 9 are already going to print, and 10 will go to print in like 4 weeks. So yeah.
I don't understand. Okay, I'm gonna move on. I don't have time. I have a lot of questions. Well, we didn't sign up for that. All right, so Kurt,
Yep,
you had a movie and a comic book. I looked at the movie. Nothing happened with the movie. I'm going to share it out again though, but nothing happened with the movie. Needs help. Succubus Next Door. If you want to see Lilith,
there's a video. You can play that, and it should give everybody the rundown.
all right, I can do that real quick. Is it long? Do you know?
I don't think so. I think it's
I know
like
it's a minute 35. It's probably because they're filmmakers and they know our attention span is not well. Look at them.
Right.
Better
They got
than
that
comic
trailer
creators.
business down.
They know what's
Trailer's
up. All right, that I can handle. We'll do that real quick. I can't promise you, like I said, anything on this. You know.
Yeah.
Clay knows more about film than I do. I think. Isn't your day job film stuff, Clay?
It
One of them
is.
All right. So Clay knows more than I.
Debatable.
Hi, my name is Sandra Dixon, and I star as Lilith in Succubus Next Door.
Hey, my name is Rob Banks, and I play Chris Roth in Succubus Next Door.
Oh, hi. I'm Robert Christopher Smith, writer and director of Succubus Next Door. I also play Richie. Go right now. Check out our website, succubusnextdoor.com. Check out our Instagram page and back our campaign on Indiegogo.
That was simple.
What else do you need? That's all you need.
Oh,
Hey, Richard.
we got a trailer.
Happy 23rd birthday. Wow, you look.
He must work in
You look.
comic.
Who's your friend? What?
He said he's almost all used up. I'm fucking him to death.
It's a family film.
First, Kurt, how
Yeah.
dare you have someone else besides me say fuck on this program?
I
That
know
is
it's
offensive.
crazy, isn't it? Yeah. It's outrageous. Heresy.
All right. Oh, update on John. John, would you like to share your update?
Yeah, we got 23 backers now, so you fulfilled your duty. Awesome.
Nice. Yeah. It still says 22 on my end. Did someone drop?
Oh God, no, 23.
23.
Okay. All right. Jesus. All right. So I can remove John. Where's John? All right. Let me bring up my list here. Keeping my promises. All right. And then the next one. And what's good about Kurt here is Kurt, none of these books are his, which is great.
No.
You know? Well, not great, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's great that he, supporting other people.
Yeah, that's what we're out here for, right? So why not?
So let's see what's happening over here. You were at 603 and 29 backers.
Mhm.
Krista says this book is great. So you've got one backer.
Oh, nice.
You got one. But you got to yell for another one. It's really embarrassing that I got to do this, guys. Like, seriously, can't you just do what we asked you to do and back the books? You know, it's not hard. So, give us a quick rundown of what this shenanigans is.
Well, Justin Kane and Potico by Jay Heuer is Bill and Ted meets old school wrestling with some Greek mythology in there. So you like wrestling, you like fantasy, you like mythology, all that's in this same book. So why not back that? It's comedic. It's got a lot of nostalgia. It's got literal Greek gods in there. So, yeah.
I'm sold.
Two losers get godlike powers and have to prove themselves by helping their childhood hero, a wrestler, out of the Dungeon of Doom.
Well, you sold Carissa, which is all you needed to do. We sold to one other person.
I used to love wrestling, so I'm
Jay's a big wrestling guy.
Yeah.
That's another one we can cross off this chart, which is great.
Sweet. Thank you, guys.
Tell Jay he owes us his life.
His next born child.
Right. If he would like to submit to any anthologies, he's no longer paid because of those two backers. It's just all free work now. That's how we get you. Rob.
Yes, sir.
It's 10:30 and your wife hasn't yelled at you. What's going on?
He gets 11:30.
No, I get to 11:30. That's when she starts yelling.
Oh, okay.
Matter of fact, I can hear her coming like 2 minutes before, and she waits outside the door just to bust in.
She's right outside. She's like, I heard my name. I heard Rob and I want your wife.
Right now, she's yelling at the dog.
All right. Which is the origin of Nightwolf, if you're not aware. His wife being Snowpaw and the dog being Nightwolf. All right. Let's get Nightwolf. Let's get this print. Let's see how it's going.
Better have 10,000 more backers.
Well, I mean, obviously where we left off is it has a plushie. That's we're still where we're at. Go to the top.
I do have to say this is very well done plushie. He fits right in with my army.
Are we ever going to go to Snowpaw plushie to match?
I have 2 Wolfpack Pup plushies in the. They're working on them now, but they haven't quite got them to where I was imagining. So they're actually there's a Nightwolf and a Snowpaw like Wolfpack Pup version.
Don't tease me, Rob. Don't tease me.
All right. All right. I said that we would get you to 306, and you were at 306, good sir.
Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all.
Was that fucking hard? Like, was that hard? That wasn't hard. Like, see, that's all you got to do. And then there's no yelling. There's none of this. Well, I guess I'm not showing that because it was fun. But you get what I'm saying. We're going to mark it off the list.
It's like a hit list.
All right.
He's coming for all you people who don't back.
It's weird because I have no I think some people know this. People you don't have to. I don't have to be friends with you to get you on the show because I care about indie comics. So it's even harder when I have to get backers for people who I don't like. So that's rough. So I'm yelling at people to back things, and I'm getting messages. Hey, but like, we know you have beef with that guy. I know it's confusing. Just do it. I love comics with beef. Aaron, what happened? No, Ben goes there. That was rude.
What did I do?
You moved where Ben was.
There's no cuts, no butts, no coconuts. All right?
Right.
Not how we do it on Travis's show.
Jesus. Like, I have a list here. I know who's where. And this is a very sophisticated system. It's very sophisticated. I own a web design company. I spent tons of hours developing this very intricate system that I use to make sure this bag. Rob knows how hard this is. He knows HTML.
Oh yeah.
Patent that, Travis. Patent it.
Rob's gonna steal it.
Listen, Rob, don't you have a tier to help on?
Charlie, what's up?
Clay, Travis, Rob.
Charlie
Highly
McAfee.
technical list, that. Yes, it's a highly technical list. Very, very. And I don't want to brag here, but David Pepos, creator of the new Punisher, I run his website. I had to call him, so he knows about this intricate system. And this is what signed him up. He could have hired Rob, but he's like, Rob doesn't have this crazy intricate system.
Rob's name is bigger though. Just saying.
Wait, who's bigger?
Charlie said Rob's name bigger.
Well, he didn't talk about David Pepos. Then mine, yes. Well, Rob's got a lot of O's. All right.
I speaking of David Pepos, I don't think he likes me.
Why?
Well, because when I was running Tyler's Facebook group for a while, Tyler was like, all right, make sure that you vet people. They have to ask the 3 questions to get in the group, right? Well, he didn't answer the questions. David just tried to get in. So I denied him. and then he never, like, when I found out, like, oh, okay, well, he can come in. Like, I was like, no, let him in. I was like, okay, cool. So then I tried to friend him, and he's like, no.
Well, Clay lives in California, and he's not going to get involved in that situation. But I want you to know that he may see David Pepos, and he'll think of that story.
I thought you lived in Arkansas.
I only live in California in my mind. But
you're right. But I always think you do.
Everyone thinks I do. I think it's because I hang out with Schrader. So yeah, I don't know. I get confused with that crowd all the time.
And you pop up in San Diego somehow.
I do. It's like my home con. It's the big one. I gotta go.
I live in Melbourne, Florida, and it was really funny when I was in Baltimore. All the Australian guys hung out with me the whole time, and I was like, "It's because I'm from you feel some sort of relationship,
kinship."
All right,
like
Ben,
an honorary Australian.
Ben, you have everything to be a successful campaign, according to Carissa. You have a plushie. You have a
I've
shark.
been in this business for a whole year, so I know.
So let's see what we got here, brother. Let's see where we're at. I'm hoping Shark of War is a non-yelling situation. You, much like Carissa, did 7 issues. You are at 157. We need to get you to 158. So I do have to yell. Oh, hold on. Let me refresh. Maybe it's not refresh. Let's see. No. So we're gonna share you. I'm gonna let you tell people about your book for a minute, and I'm gonna share out this link so we can avoid any discomfort and weirdness and awkwardness when I yell.
Why don't you hit the video for a minute? I kind of like my opening theme music.
Okay, I decide whether or not I do videos, and you guys are just demanding videos. Fine.
I've broken the rules. The unwritten
Rumpus room up in here.
He has a plushie. There you go. See, video work.
it now because it's gonna go to me next, and you don't want to.
Yeah, we don't want any more of you. That's definitely. But
you might as well get me live. It looks like somebody pledged $1 just to stop the pain.
I support that. That's actually one of the tactics of this. I have enough curators that they're like, I want to go to bed now. That eventually, normally Carissa, but it's sometimes other people.
I already pledged.
Yeah. Chris is my whole show.
But 58, that is a record for you in the first day, right?
Yeah. That is the most.
Congratulations.
Good job.
Happy to have that happen. Let's get you big. Mark you off the effing list. Oh, you can't see that, but I did it right here. Okay. Again, sophisticated list. Needed to go to all the college schooling for web design to do it, except for I didn't go to school for web design. I went for film. Like you do. You get film degrees and then you don't use them. Clay knows what I'm talking about.
I have a criminal justice bachelor's degree, so.
Kurt, what's your degree in? You got a degree?
Yeah, I have a degree in fine art, which is like
Fine
the
art.
next best thing to saying, "Would you like fries with that?" Want to talk about the most useless degrees? That's probably one of them up there.
It is up. What's that? The like debate one, like social politics. What is it called?
I don't remember. There's also underwater basket weaving, so that could be a really
There's
thing.
what is it called? Like when you want to like debate people or like I can't think of what it's called.
Lawyer.
Not sure.
I'm thinking like sociology, but it's not sociology. There's
Political science.
political science. Yeah, there you go. Nobody needs that. What's that for, Aaron?
People take that on purpose?
Yeah, apparently that's a degree you can get.
Oh.
Sounds like a drinking degree.
Charlie says it's fucking dope. All right, Aaron. You're from. So just before I bring it up, I'm going to give you guys a chance. It's called The Gray Men if you haven't backed. So because I don't want to yell. And I want to tell you the story. If you don't know, Aaron came to America from Scotland because we told him that comics are easier to fund here. Like he saw the town thing, he knew that it wasn't, and he came all the way over here, abandoned his family, like he left them there. He has 5 kids out in Scotland, and just left them to come here to make comics in his dream. And this book isn't funded yet, and it's embarrassing.
This corner is just where I live. You know.
Right.
Got a cot set up under the desk.
Yeah, this is fake. You know, there's nothing outside. It's just a wall.
Charlie, we lied. Fucking Yanks.
Yeah, your
Now-
beer sucks. Just saying.
Now, question for you. And I apologize if this offends you. Can you really celebrate Thanksgiving? Are you really thankful for anything that happened here? Like,
Well, I give thanks to the fact you killed all the Indians with smallpox and took over the land. I thought that's what it was all about. Is
that's
not right?
that's a weird flex, Aaron. Weird flex. That's
Very
not
dark
what you
now.
celebrate.
That's a dark Thanksgiving.
We're all
Then
getting
I guess all Thanksgivings are kind of dark, aren't they?
I'll have you know, I am half Scottish and half French. I love to lose wars as a family, like as a generational thing, like as many wars that we can lose. That's me.
In fact, that's how your ancestors met. They lost a war between each other.
That's probably why
they both lost. Nobody knows how they did it.
We just let you kind of get on with it on your own for a little bit. And look how well you've done so far.
Right. In fact, you may not know this, but so Gib, there's the Gibbs is the more common one. The dishonorable family is so in Scottish tradition, and maybe you tell me I'm wrong. Like the S is proper, and then if they remove the S, you're like you're like fuck that family. Like at some point you separated, like you're the bastard. So if you see someone with they add the S, so like Adam or Adams, like Adams is the proper. Those are the good people, and the bastards are the one who get rid of the S. At least the way I understood it. Could be the other way around, but anyways, is that true, Aaron?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna have to get John Lees on here, a real Scottish guy, to tell me shit.
Probably.
All right.
I've been over here too long.
Right.
Institutionalized.
All right. So let's see. Where is the Gray Man? It's got to be here somewhere. It's missing again. What is up with your book? It keeps disappearing.
That's why no one's backing it because it keeps.
Right.
It's
Probably.
It's cursed already.
It's cursed.
And I don't have a plushie. That's what I've gone wrong. No plushie.
I've been telling you this for so long, but I'm just saying. Probably better not to follow my philosophy. If you want to keep your house, but whatever.
I mean, he doesn't really live in a house. We just went over that, so he's fine.
There you go. Put your all in then.
He has to keep his shanty.
All right. So we are at 151, 14, 61. So we did get one backer. Someone said, you know what? I love The Exorcist. Or I love Little Boys Going to the Vatican. I don't know what swayed them. Maybe you could sell your book better. Why don't you sell your book better real quick? Can we play the video?
If you want.
Because that's what we do here now, apparently.
It seems like it. I don't want to stop the flow.
All right. All right. So,
What more is there to say?
I love Charlie. Back
Hey, Ron. I'm fucked up.
I'm a big Blood and Fire guy. Nice oversized book. He likes Blood and Fire. So, all right, we need to get one more backer to this book. So let me yell at people real quick. It did not happen during your video. Your video is not as enticing as other people's. So let me yell at people real quick. All right. I am at the end of this. So that means I'm going to have to get a next one. And that's how it starts. Like, I believe that old egg commercial was 2 eggs in the breakup. So 2 Guinnesses, and I'm a raging alcoholic before Thanksgiving. And we don't want that. You know, Guinness is an Irish beer. I don't know if that offends Aaron, so I apologize. They're Irish. But we need his book back. Like, he made a book. I told you his whole sob story of how he came to America to be a successful comic writer, and he thought with the funny accent like that would make it happen, and it hasn't. It hasn't worked. He's got 48 hours to get this thing. He just needs another backer to just show him a little love, show him a little support. And I want him to like me because maybe I may go to Scotland one day and I need a place to stay. So let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get him there. All right. I'm going to look one more time, and don't embarrass us. Don't let us down. There we go. All right. Let's mark that shit off the list. All right. I have given everything I have promised again. Thank you. People who are out there backing and supporting indie creators. We love you. Though I made a lot of jokes and I have fun with it, like, we really do appreciate everything you guys back and support. You know, we can't do this without you, even if it's creators backing creators or whatever the case would be. The goal is to get more eyes. Every time you back it, if you don't know, people follow your campaigns and they have a chance to back it. I want to let you guys know I didn't write it down, but Granite State Punk got to the 3,000, so somebody backed. So that's great. That's where I needed it. I gotta go. So everybody is happy today. We're all happy with where we're at. We've got some backers. We had a good night together. We hung out. We had some good stuff. Does anybody want to leave anybody with any parting words before we disperse for the night? And I try to write a script, and I'll write like 2 pages of it and then realize I'm tired. What are we going to do, guys? You guys got any parting words?
Don't take any wooden nickels.
And Aaron, if you don't know, that's an ongoing problem in America, wooden nickels. So you need to look out for that. Yeah.
Be very careful.
Okay. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah.
I'm here for you.
Don't eat yellow snow. I think that's good advice.
Another good one.
Unless you know it's lemon.
Yeah, but you have to taste it to find out, though, right?
Well, yeah, it's a dice. It's a roll of the dice.
I want to know more about the tick being from New Hampshire. I thought he was just from the city.
No, the Tick is a New Hampshire comic, New England.
Ah.
Comic. He may actually be Massachusetts, but it's a New England favorite. I don't know exactly where. So I'll check right now.
Travis just annexed him in.
No, I actually think he's New Hampshire, but I just want to. There's going to be one asshole messaging me, so I got to check now. All right, Tick comic. Where was it created? Boston area comic store mascot. Hold on. Yeah, no, he's from the Boston area. So, but he was very
the greater New England area.
I mean, the whole company's called New England Comics, so that's all we talked about. So, in my world, I don't know. I've probably shared it on the show. I'll share it real quick. I grew up with the Ninja Turtles, so like, oh, indie comics, all right, that's cool. Then the Tick got big. I was, oh, cool, indie comics, and then Image got big. So I was just like, just make an indie comic and you're rich. It's like it's not hard, just fucking do it. That's not the way it works. That's not the way it works. Sorry, Carissa.
The first thing I said that started this whole freaking thing was, let's turn our 100 issues into a comic. How hard can it be? So obviously that was horrible things to say.
Famous last words.
And now you can't.
It's the hardest thing I've ever done, and I've started 2 businesses on my own with no experience whatsoever. So yeah, good times.
She's got that entrepreneurial bone.
Yeah. And my parents called me lazy. I am, but still.
Look, I can't tell that because you're messaging me at like 5 a.m. asking me questions. So
I don't sleep, but my artist yells at me all the time because I'm messaging him like 2 a.m. and he's in the UK, so he's awake and he's just like, you're supposed to sleep, but I was like, overrated. So I sleep 3 to 4 hours a night. So yeah.
But I do, in all seriousness, because it is we probably won't do a show next week as a Thanksgiving, or if I do, I'll do it on Wednesday, which nobody will watch because, people are prepping for Thanksgiving. But that's okay. I'm very thankful for the comics community. We have a great community. Thankful for each and every one of you guys that are part of it. You guys are all very impactful. You guys are all doing stuff. None of you guys are takers from the community, right? You guys are in groups and messages, giving advice. Showing how it's done. Clay and Rob are getting the best cover artists and finding them for me so I can message them and find their rates and then cry that I can't afford them and then try to figure out how Clay and Rob afford them. It's a whole thing I do. And Kurt's done tons of stuff. I couldn't do Cthulhu's without Carissa. I love Carissa. I love her stuff. We heard I had a nice long talk last night about how impressed I am about her books and how many she's done. Ben continues to grow and try to change his stuff and roll back on the horse. He just last month Samson didn't make it, but he's back doing Shock of War. Shock of War started by a computer generated comic and it's now something different. And I think it's great. Aaron has a schedule like mine. I just found out today, which is ridiculous. And John, you're useless to me until you get that podcast back up. But when that's podcast back up,
soon.
I need the show. I want to be on it.
So, because it was a good podcast where we need you back. But thank you guys. I am going to go through your campaigns one more time, but I'm going to talk about them real quick and say what I love about them. The minute I'm done, you can take off if you got to take off. Then I'll say goodbye because I know it's getting a little late. Okay. But I want to give it one more shout out. Is there anything else you got to shout out before I go through your campaigns? Is there something else that you missed?
I'm good.
Nope. All right. We will start with, I almost started with Grant State Punk. I was like, yeah, and we're done. All right. We'll start with The Gray Man. Aaron's book.
Okay.
Great little black and white. You guys just saw it. You saw the video. It's about Exorcist. Great throwback to black and white comics. I know rallying is happening a lot in the comics community because there's a lot of stuff in the platform, but this is a good one to rally to. Not a huge amount of money to gain. You know, I think it's $1,000, a little bit over $1,000, $1,200. So if you want to share it out, help out. It means all the world. I'm going to share that in your chat logs. If you guys can share this out, get it out. Great. Aaron's a great creator, does tons of stuff. And I think if this is your first book, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So anybody else want to add anything about Aaron?
He's awesome.
He's awesome.
my favorite Scotsman.
He's
How many Scotsmen you know? One.
That's all you need.
K-pop's on. K-pop. What's up? What's up? All right. So you may go if you'd like. You can stay if you want. That's up to you. But you are done. I no longer want to see your face. Okay. John, before I bring you up here, the popsicle sticks are weird, man. They're not a plushie.
I know.
No one's got it. I tried to get, like, I was like, hey, can you jump on board? No one's going to jump on board on that, bro.
Sorry.
I know.
I tried for it. I do look forward to meeting your wife one day because she seems cooler than you, and I'm excited about that.
She totally is.
But John's a great guy in the community. I think this book, I guarantee you, if you meet John at a con, because I've talked to him a lot of times off air and on his podcast, you would buy this book. It's because you're seeing it digitally, you're scared. It's really good. He put a lot of work into it. It's funny. Look, as you see, it's not just this kind of art, it's all sorts of stuff. So it's really fun. How many pages is it again, John?
It's 150 pages total.
150 pages total. The nude is gone. You took the nude down.
I did not. It should be the top. I did not. It should be there still.
Maybe I got to refresh.
You scroll past it while you were scrolling.
Yeah, it's at the very top.
And John is willing to get nude for you. And I think that's what's important. You know, he's throwing literally his body at this.
Is he covered by a sponge? Or like, what is he covered by?
It's just a pixelated thingy. I don't know. Just or a sponge. It could be a sponge if you want it to. I'm fine with that.
I don't feel that we should be able to pick what's on your crotch, sir. I think you need to pick what's on your crotch.
Hey, it's art. It's up for interpretation. Okay.
I don't think that's the way crotches work. No, I don't think you're allowed to make. Damn it! Stop trying to give me book it. Why does it give me book it? I don't understand. All right, so I've shared it out. John, you're free to go. Do you have anything else you want to say before I kick you off?
No. Just thanks for having me on. Thanks for looking at it. And I appreciate it.
No problem. Sorry, I had to yell at people for you. It's embarrassing.
It's all right.
All right. What we got here? All right, next one up. John's like, yeah, I am leaving. Good for you, John. Good for you. I'm so proud. We'll get Rob out so he can go to bed before 11:30. And look, Travis thought of you and thought of did this for the wife. No, Rob is one of my favorite creators. I'm so blessed to be part of the Nightwolf universe by writing a little bit of it. But even if I wasn't, I'd be promoting this book. You know, I think it's really, really fun. It's a throwback. I don't think there's anything quite like it on the market. I think that's why it does so well. I think it's more than just the werewolves. I think it's people really like the different factions and all the stuff that he puts into this book that makes it so unique. And it's one of those books where you can see the artist grow. The artist is such he grows every issue. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a throwback one day for Rob to go back and do former issues because he's just getting better and better. Would you agree with that statement, Rob?
I mean, I would love to go back and do the first 3 issues again. Matter of fact, I even brought it up at a mastermind class one time, and Tyler talked me down.
I think it's a good idea, but I think you'd have to do it when you'd have to wait for an anniversary year or be focused on something else for a little bit. So that's
no kidding. Yeah, it definitely would have to be a some kind of a a special case because it's not happening anytime soon.
Right. So, let me get this shared out. But no, it's one of the best books on the market. That's why it does so well. That's why it kicks ass. That's why it's a spin-off that also does well. I love it. I think it's great. I shared that with you privately and publicly. I'm not fully yet. Back this book. If you've never backed it, please do. And funny story one more story before I leave. I used to be a LARPer, not the buffer weapons, but I used to pretend I was a werewolf. I know two people who back all of his books who have never backed mine. It's so frustrating. They read my short story. They're like, "You're a pretty decent comic writer." I was like, "Yeah, you've never backed comics." "Oh, I back Rob's all the time." What the fuck? So it is what it is.
Yeah, we still need to do that Werewolf the Apocalypse game sometime and get
we do. We have to add that to it. I'm excited. So, all right. Next up, Rob, you can leave and go early to the wife.
I'm sure she appreciates it. Thank you all. I appreciate it.
Night, Rob. And then there were 6.
All right. Next up, we have wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is it maybe we don't? There it is. All right.
Wrestling.
So Jay Hoover is a great writer. He is not a great promoter. I'm going to say that. I'm sorry if I offend you, Jay, if you see this later. But he is a great writer, and I think you'll get a great book out of here that you're gonna wish that if you miss it, when it comes back around, you're gonna wish you got it, because there's a lot of cool covers here. If you love wrestling, if you love Greek gods, he knows how to tell a story. He knows how to get the best out of his artist. So I think it's a good book. You can get a Kurt cover, which is great. Kurt does great covers, and the book's 95% complete right here, and I believe that.
Yeah. Yep, it's almost completely done, I think.
So please consider backing this if you like wrestling. Wrestling. You can do that. And also, I'm not going to bring it up, but the Succubus Next Door on Indiegogo. Go ahead and back that as well. Because who doesn't need a little succubus in their life, right?
Who doesn't love biblical horror?
Clay has the best hair here. Oh, that was a competition? Yes.
Thanks.
I can't even play in that game. I mean, I got nothing.
Well, whose fault is that?
God, genetics.
All right. I'll forgive you, but I mean, well. All right. So thanks for hanging out, Kurt, coming out and hanging out with us.
Yep.
It's been real.
Yep. A lot of fun. Thanks for having me here.
Always. You're always welcome.
Mm-hmm. You're going to have to do this more often?
I do them every time I have a campaign up. I don't do them when I don't have campaigns up because they're exhausting. And then we're going to do Nightmare Theater next. Clay's been here a long time. Nightmare Theater is literally some of the best of indie comics put together. It is volume 3. Earlier today, my artist for this sent me another page and said, do we have to make this 3D? And I said, do you know how to do that? And he said, I don't know. I think I do. So I have to ask Clay if I need to do that.
No, you do not. We will take care of that for you.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice. So wait, the whole book's going to be 3D?
About 75% of it will
Okay.
be 3D. Yeah.
Is it based on the stories and how easy it is, or the colors, or?
Yeah, and Dave's whims.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what the final selection process is going to look like, but certain, like, because some of them might be in black and white. I don't know how well the black and white will translate, and
Right.
so we're just kind of looking at various factors.
Right. And black 3D, it's going to be harder to read, right?
Well, so the idea is that digital copies, we'll probably have a digital version that is 3D, and then also a 2D digital version, so people can always check out the digital. And then Yeah, I mean, sometimes with these books, if you're reading a big book that's 3D, and this will be a big book, but it's an anthology.
Right.
So, I don't think there's really going to be worry about eye strain, because it's like
Right.
6 to 8 page stories. You can read a story, you can put it down, you can come back to it another time. You know what I mean?
And if you space it out, it will work too, so you can take a break on the eyes.
Yeah, exactly. So you're not going to be reading the whole book in one sitting.
Right. Nice. But yeah, let's go over this list again. We got Pat Chan, we got Melissa White, who a lot of you guys don't know Melissa White, but she's a fantastic writer. Was an editor at Scout, and she's been an editor at a couple different places. Mad Cave, I think, for a bit. Brian Hawkins, Vineyard. It's crazy that he put Rosebud Manor here when Vineyard is such a great book. And Black Cotton, David Down, amazing creator, Richard Fairgraves, Sean Pierre, Terry Mayo, and it's great to see Terry Mayo back. I haven't seen anything since Buddy. I'm sure he's working on stuff, but it's great. I
think he had some health issues, but he's back in action.
I don't know Nadine here, but I'm sure that she's good.
She's great. She's the one from Fox.
Okay. Nice. You got Nicholas Doan. You got Chris Brenner. Yeah, I mean, these are great people. Like Jason Clay. Like, these are amazing people. Like, if you're not backing this book, you're not. These are the creators these are creators. They're people who are in our thing, hustling and in the same field. So definitely back it to support us. All of us, we put this together. None of us have been paid. We don't get paid to the end. So we're all putting our blood, sweat, and tear to get this book done for you guys. So I highly recommend it if you haven't checked it out. And they did it in 3 volumes. And you've had David Pepos in one. Who else? Some of the other people who've been in the other ones.
Yeah, Dave Pepos. I used to joke that this book reminded me of that Kids in the Hall sketch. These are the Daves I know. These are the Daves I know. These are the Daves I know. It was Dave Pepos, Dave Dwanch, David Avalone, David Schrader, and a whole lot of other people not named Dave. But yeah, we've just been really blessed with some fantastic creators in here. Pat Shand was in the first volume. And he's back in this one. Don Wynn has been involved in all of them. Just some great creators.
Yeah, I think it's a great book. I was really excited to be part of it this year. I even did a second submission. I sent in one. They're like, well, we need a little more Grindhouse. I was like, cool, let me write something up, because I wanted to be in it really bad. So
we wanted to have you. So yeah, that's because your first submission was great. Like, it was fantastic. It just didn't quite fit. So when you came back with this one, it was like, yes, this is the one. This is great.
So, all right. So back that. Thank you, Clay. Is there anything else you want to say about this book before we go off into the sunset?
I just want to say that this time it really is the final chapter.
Okay.
Unless it's not.
Right. Well, I think it's important to know that this is the last one, unless it's not. Like,
exactly.
This is it.
This is it. There will never be another one.
Right.
Unless there is.
Right. So it's important that you get on this, because this is the final chapter, unless it's not.
Right. There will never be another one.
Ben, do you understand that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this is the final one. So if you haven't backed it, you should back it, because it's the final one.
It's the final one. There will never be another.
Right.
Unless there is.
It's not.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for having me, Travis. This was great.
Bye, Clay.
Good seeing you all. Bye.
Bye.
All right. These are the sharks I know. These are the sharks I know. Shark War is live again. Doing its thing. It's now at 59. Ben is losing his damn mind over here. It's so good to see the success. Great Jaws tribute. I remember the first Shark of War. My friend Michael Tremarch got it. I don't know if he still gets them, but he was so excited about it. He's like, it's a shark that that is Robocop. He's like, this is what I need in my life, and I think you need this in your life too. So Shark of War is a great book. 7 issues. He's worked. He's done the work. Back it. Give him some money. He's got some cool stuff in here. It's a good guy. You got anything else to say, Ben, about this?
Yeah. Don't forget the plushies.
Don't forget the plushie. I apologize that I forgot the plushie. That was insane of me to even.
The whole thing.
It's the whole thing, right? It's what it's all about. It's what we came here for, right, Carissa?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Carissa's over there like, what about the plushie, man?
Yeah, I'm trying to put my my tiers for all my books at base covers at a really competitive price. That's one thing I've tried to do this time. You know, I can't quite beat Marvel, but I think for 9 books, I'm doing your per book price is pretty low if you get all my books. Because I have 2 other series as well, the Cthulhu Man and the Vicious Vixens of Dakawanga out there as well. And you'll probably get the Samson Ashcan in your rewards, whether you want it or not, because I'm going to relaunch that next year. I'm not giving up on that.
All right. So, Carissa, I am so proud of you. You're working really hard. You're taking advice from everybody. Sometimes it's bad advice, sometimes it's good advice. But you're taking it. You're willing to grow and learn. I said this privately, and there's not a lot of people watching right now, so I'll say it publicly. I think people are intimidated by Carissa. Like, I think she's come out here and she's overworked. She's fucking killed us, like, in work ethic. I put out more books, but she could have put out more books if she wanted to. She just was like, I'll let you have a couple. You're welcome.
That's true, actually.
See, it's great. She's killing it. She's working really hard. She's trying to figure it out. She's taking advice, and she's trying to make these books better and better. I've read most of them. I'm going to finish them, and I'm going to give her some feedback on that. But what I love is she's here for the long haul, guys, and she's going to keep making books. And you're going to have to, I know I joked about this earlier, but I'm for real. Jump on now and get yourself started so you don't have to catch up a year from now. When you have to get 2 volumes and catch up, right? Like,
there'll be 8 campaigns next year, so yeah.
This is the time, But I'm really proud of you. Your big goal is to reach what's the highest backers?
Well, for this one, if I make 2,700, it pays for my hardcovers. So I'm trying to go for the 2,700.
Trying to get to the $3,000-ish because we want some buffers there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got that. And what's the highest backers? It was 109, right?
121 was the last one.
121, and that's the highest.
That's the highest, yeah. My first campaign had 35, so I'm doing better.
What's up?
I said my first campaign had 35, so I'm doing better.
Yeah. Well, even tonight you started at 35, I think, right? You've been killing it tonight. You've been growing.
Yeah. I still don't know what I'm
38.
doing.
Started 38 tonight, so you've got a few, but almost $2,000 there. Like I said, I'm very proud of you. You're one of my favorite people in indie comics. Stop people from getting plushies though. Like, I don't like them. So I know they're important to you, and I know this may offend some people out in the audience. Right here, K-pop. Never forget the plushies. But
my plushies, so yeah.
Plushies for life. Just don't understand. But
yeah, I'm considering a plushie only tier now. after this.
K-pop's match. She's like, what?
People don't want my comic books here. They got my plushie though.
Yeah, you should have a plushie tier, man.
What you guys should do is have one big. You know how they do those crossover comics? Don't do a crossover comic. Do a crossover plushie campaign.
Plushie army. Don't you forget.
Plushie army. Yeah. That's what we need.
I'd probably work on a quick starter right before Christmas. You deliver a bunch of plushies.
Right. So you get because I think you guys all pretty much use the same person, right?
I don't know.
He doesn't, but everyone in the group uses mine apparently.
Right.
my plushy queen. I told her I'd call her that, and now that's what she uses.
I think there's ways to do that. So, last one to show. That's right.
Now.
Here. Good night. Yeah, you guys can take off, please.
Yeah, I'll go. I guess
guys.
I'll go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm
I've been up
probably
since
need to
2
go as
a.m.
well.
Thanks for having me again.
Night.
Travis.
No problem. No problem. You guys can take off.
Bye.
Take it easy, guys.
And then there's me. How embarrassing. They all left me when it's time to promote my shit. That's fine. I love them. We had a great time tonight. We got to hang out with a lot of great creators. I am going to show you guys some cool stuff. Let me get it opened up here. We've been working really hard on this book. I want to show you guys some of the finished pages of Granite State Punk. Why we're here and kind of really ensure why you need this, not just digital, but a physical copy of this book. Let's see, right here. So this book is fucking beautiful. If you like punk rock and witches and unique art, like this is the book to check out. We've got some cool stuff. Got that accident. Got some dark times that go through the book, and it is very, very cool. Storyline we deal with Zeke, who's still dealing with his powers, meets gets in an accident, gets in the hospital, meets someone from his past, which is part of his original young self. His young self shows up and causes some shit, goes crazy, and we meet the Coven that is right here. We meet Stevie, Cassandra, Zeke, and Levi. So we meet new versions of these characters. This is a 28-page story. It is the best shit I have ever written. Highly recommend taking a chance at it if you haven't. I'm going to share the link out. It's doing great. We're very happy with it. But this is the book that I want to be known for. This is the book I want to die for. So I want to thank everybody who showed up tonight. You guys killed it. I love doing these shows, supporting people, getting things out there. I do not support the plushy army, as Aaron says. Punk rock and witches. But that is it. We're done for the evening. Go spend time with your families. Do what you got to do. But that is it. See you guys next week. I'll let you guys know the date. All right. Let's do the final little thing. Start sharing. Do a little video.